Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. I think I have found the deal. I've found a deal that makes it unclear whether or not she will accept, but I have some confidence here. We're trading her, obviously, high-level resources, a little bit of some medium-level resources, just some stuff that we do want to use, but also we have a ton of. And then, crucially, commercial frameworks, because I would really like it if she could make trade companies. That would help us out a lot. So let's give this a swing. I think she'll go for this. And she will totally hang Horatio and his war effort out to dry. Yep. Okay, a truce suits us. Yeah, I think it suits us on the other side of this as well. Now, that does mess with some of our stuff a little bit. Let me see where we're at approval-wise here. A weirdly hard time loading these menus. Yeah, we would expect to have really lost quite a bit of approval here, but it looks like we had so much running that it didn't even bring anything out of happy. We lost ecstatic in a couple of places, but that's all very very solvable. So, on the whole, not a big deal. Horatio attacked us here. We will simply... Yeah, there's no reason to fight this, right? We're probably just going to lose ships. We'll just retreat and then move the ships back to Deki afterward. Problem solved. Wow, okay. We really need some new engines. That's not very long. It's not a very long distance. It should not take us that many turns to travel it. You know, our ships are pretty out of date. That's a real thing. That is a consequence of some choices that I have made. So where were we sending this ship? I don't even remember. I mean, here's what I'm going to do. I guess let's go to Abella, and we can figure out a path from there, maybe? You know what? They might not like us going all the way to Abella. I'm gonna try to stop at Vega, and then from Vega, maybe just straight across to Corum. Just in case. I mean, there's still a chance that maybe our other scouts just get right through. We haven't seen any aggression from the Cravers yet, but that doesn't mean there won't be any. Getting some weird performance hiccups here. Not really sure what that's about. Well, it turns out that planet has titanium. Horatio, you couldn't have, tried to figure out... Okay. I had to say, I am unimpressed by Horatio's technological development. Also, man, Pegasus is getting impressive in terms of influence output. Alright, where are we at? What are we building? What do we need to queue up here as we head toward huge trade value? Well, obviously, we need to get this done in every system, and yeah, actually, I guess that is the next thing here in Alcyone. So now that I know that I don't need to use a huge amount of dust to obtain our truce, we can make some other moves. We have a lot of money, and we can use that money to buy ourselves a whole bunch of trade freighters, because we really do need to keep pushing on these trade fleets about as hard as we can. You see me not click on the wrong button this time? I'm learning. I can be taught. No matter what everyone I knew in high school tells you. Let's try to spread this out, take these pretty evenly. Yeah, you can see we're starting to get up to some pretty okay amounts of dust here. Obviously, we need those numbers to continue to increase. And that would be going faster if I had bought more freighters, but we're working on it. It's going to be fine. Listen, I don't think we're in any danger of not getting the job done here. I kind of wish that we could... You know what? I'm just going to go home and retrofit. Just get all my stuff back and then come back. Oh, right. I'm going to have to fiddle with the design very slightly. I do wish there was a button you could click that was just refill all my probes. Yeah, I clicked on... There we go. Like I said, weird performance hiccups. I'm not sure what's going on with my computer right now. Oh, you know what? I am downloading something. I didn't think that it was going to be a problem, but it's apparently it's doing more work on the disk than I had anticipated. Alright, so we'll just swap the positions of those modules. Get a quick retrofit, and then next turn we can jump back over to Elma, hit that with a probe, and then probably come back and hit Kamos as well. We are still on the look for buds. Still on the look? On the lookout. On the search. Searching, you know what I'm trying to say. There are luxuries that even we cannot find, and you certainly can't buy a thing if there's nobody around to sell it to you. Okay, faction sovereignty, taken, whatever. That is a thing I, just don't care about. Because, yeah, I don't think we're unlikely to pick up any of these minor faction systems, unless it turns out that one of them has drift buds, in which case I will snap it up immediately. Still no alliance. I appreciate your continued interest, though. You know, it's flattering, if nothing else. We do have the resources for a level 3 modernization. Where are we at on those? We actually have very few systems where we are not yet level 3. Primus is probably a better place to do it. Do we have enough resources to queue it up in both places? Oh, we totally do. Never mind. Okay. This is, and we still need to do it in Deki as well, but that could probably wait a little bit. This is definitely the most developed. Like, my average planet level here is higher than I think it has ever been. Alright, and then this one is Drift Buds. No, it is not. Okay, we know what we're getting out of that. So over here, we are being attacked by pirates. That's fine. Boy, I don't even know. Oh, that's right. I was going to search these, right? Well, that's annoying. Why do there have to be pirates here? What are they thinking? They're all in my way. Maybe we should check out Kraz, actually. There definitely won't be pirates on Kraz. It is kind of crazy that there are still so many planet types I can't inhabit yet, though. I have not done a good job of focusing on that, that's for sure. So, I would expect these to be a life form type anomaly. A lot of good luxuries are, so let's start with those. Trees, and one that was not an anomaly at all. Or, resource, you know what I mean. It was the Grim Recycling battle tactic. I assume it was some guy who taught us this battle tactic? Something. Unless that battle tactic is alive itself, which is a... Boy, I don't even know how to begin to contemplate how to make money off of that. And I think I'm fine with the Vodyani existing in our space, as long as they understand that that is what is happening. That they are existing in our space.
Yes.
Speaking of which, how do you feel about peace?
What sacrifice will you now ask of our faithful?
Interestingly, she's not really that interested in peace, but she considers Request Alliance to be very positive. I guess she wants me to fight a war for her. Did I say she wasn't interested in peace? Because that apparently is misrepresenting the situation very slightly. Here's the thing. You really need to know how to make trade corporations? And then, since you're doing all this, why don't you give me some of those? Boy, you don't have anything I want, huh? Advanced fusion power, survival suits. Yeah, you have tech. Swarm missiles. Do you have a tech that gives command points, maybe, that I don't have? Because that sounds, like this, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm slightly short of being able to make this. It's such a good deal, too. Okay. You know what? I will come back and do it next turn. That's a really good deal for us. Not that we necessarily need the command points. If everything goes well, we will never engage in combat ever again. But we can't necessarily know that that will be the case. Okay, well, those are all resources. I mean, that's a good system. There's some stuff to do on Aquarius here. Boy, these resources are hard to find. Not even very many potential sources. How's this going? We're getting there? Yeah, okay, we're getting there. So, we have money. We are pretty happy. Yeah, we'll be ecstatic everywhere after we get peace out of the Vodyani. I wonder if I should put down more colonies. I wonder if we should be continuing to expand more aggressively. I don't know. I'm a little worried about spoiling everything, you know? So I probably want to, when we can only build some freighters, I probably want to prioritize the trade companies that are already doing well, right? Because I believe that the rate of resource growth here is better than linear, right? I think it is. I guess that's based on not a whole lot of observation, so maybe not a safe thing to assume. Oh, I do not like this many messages. Oh, are these all? Oh, these are all minor factions, right? Because I donated to all those minor factions on the same turn. I was concerned that this was going to be a big shift in the geopolitical spacescape here. All right, let's make a trade. And then we can pursue maybe going for a trade agreement if it looks like they actually are developing the trading companies. We could probably throw a trading agreement on here now. They might be okay with that. Focused Plasma does give us the A2S slugs, but I don't think I need to worry about sieging people out. I think we're okay. What if I throw a trade agreement on here too? She doesn't like that idea. Also, that makes the deal too expensive. Let's just take this.
On the surface, this proposal... By my cloth, your actions deserve the closest...
Okay, now she's going to try to ask me for an alliance, which of course I have no interest in. Yeah, this is maybe not totally ideal, but this is my backup plan. In case the other ships can't get through to the other side of the Craver Empire because of blockades or whatever, we will get someone through eventually. 17 turns is a long time from now, though. Alright, do I maybe want to hold off on more trade freighters? It might be a better idea for me to focus Dust on rushing resources for a while. Nah, you know what, let's get everybody up to 6 freighters at least. The Astrobrands trade company really came online quickly. Faster than I was expecting, for sure. So I think it should now be the case that we can build a trade company subsidiary here, which we obviously want to do.
Your actions threaten the Hive.
Boy, I cannot see myself coming to the aid of a Craver. Come on, get in there. Get these clicked. They're not attacking. I kind of assumed that as soon as I hit Kamos, they'd attack us. That's why I was trying to get the things clicked as quickly as possible. So we got 10 XP, and then we unveiled an adamantium deposit, which is all fine, but none of it's what we want, that's for sure. Alright, what about over here? Still no. Also a trap. So we got a single pirate ship, which I have a hard time caring about. Also, I think it's going to get pretty owned by the minor faction fleet here, I would assume. It also is not attacking us for reasons that I'm not entirely clear on, and we just had an event end that was giving us approval, which is going to offset the approval gain from the extra piece, which means we're right back where we started from. We need this this truce to go back to Cold War so that we can try to make friends again. Okay, now I do want to make careful sweeping. I guess, yeah, our rate of gain on adamantine is a lot better now than it used to be. We can go ahead and afford to do this. Or rather, we can afford to go ahead and do that? Whatever. Y'all know what I mean. Alright, we should probably colonize Ariga now that we can do that. And then we'll move a bunch of people over and stuff. Also, I guess, atemporal finance? Right, we have a sterile world here. We may as well go ahead and run to it. And we get a new hero, which is lucky. Actually, this reminds me, hold on. We're gonna pop right back out of this window in a second here because I want to look at the marketplace. I haven't been paying attention. Let's make sure. Okay, yeah, still no hireable heroes. So it goes. Carve Jezet. What are you? I already can't remember the name of that. Celtic Ma, maybe? Maybe he's one of those? Let's have a look. A Scavenger Seeker. I'm not crazy about Seeker, but I already have forgotten what Scavenger does. Okay, that's not a bad one. Yeah, Seeker's not bad in the early game. Blue Sky Speculator really early on is a huge increase in your science output. That said, I'm not crazy about this combination of things. What else do we have? We have an Overseer, a Technologist Overseer, and a Technologist Overseer. So, I mean, we do care about science right now, and Overseers eventually have access to Bean Counter. And on the meantime, on the way there, they have, food and industry and stuff. That's not bad. So this one is plus 10 science per planet on system. And the other one is plus 10 approval per system level. Honestly, this is probably much more valuable. 10 science is really not very much relative to our Empire's output at this point in the game. So you get to go somewhere where they are not happy and make them happier. Actually, the only places where we are not ecstatic are the places that already have heroes, which I guess might be might be telling us something about how these heroes are running the places. I guess we could put you on Bracia? Do your skills prefer any particular kind of planet? Fertile planets? Hot planets? So a hot and fertile system might be best, although also cold is good. So basically right now, no. But soon, perhaps. Yeah, for right now... maybe we want to put you on some place that I'm trying to get to grow. Although honestly, that place would be Pardalis, right? Am I allowed to assign a hero to an outpost? I am not. System must be a colony. It's weird that they let you open up that dialogue. What does Pardalis have going on? It is a cold system mostly. Yeah, you know what? He wouldn't be a bad hero for Pardalis. I think I'm going to not put him anywhere for the moment. We'll let this turn into a colony, and then we'll send him out. I don't want him to be locked down by the reassignment cooldown. Alright, and we have pirates incoming, but also we have more important stuff to worry about. So we do have the resources for microwave pipes. Yeah, alright. Xenotourism agencies is pretty compelling. I guess let's get Xeno-industrial infrastructure. It's only 30 science, or it's only 30 industry here, but it's still 30 industry. Yeah, we'll grab Xenotourism industries, or agencies, and then we'll figure it out from there. And that is it for us. So we're doing okay. We gotta get our approval back up. Is there anybody that I could probably make a deal with? The Cravers actually can't do peace. We need to actually formally meet Red. Well, I'm working on it. I'm sending ships in that direction. And in 7 turns, we can resume peace with those guys. Okay, we're pushing. Trade value up, trade companies running. Doing the best we can. Oh yeah, where do I want this guy to go? I guess, actually, I'm going to have you head back this way. Because there's a searchable over here. This one is one-on-one versus a pirate, and he is not a very good pirate. Considering how late in the game it is, I'm a little surprised, actually. Like, that the random pirates you get from events don't scale in any way with the game timer. Yeah, that was weirdly easy, given how bad this scout ship should be at combat. Alright, do I see any more? Okay. Cygnus. Cygnus has some stuff, and I bet if they had drift buds coming in, that they would trade them to us. Absolutely not. Under no circumstances will I be doing that. The drift, the dark glitter is coming in at such a rate that I think we'll be able to keep our Lumeris population boosted forever. Alright, we're getting paid by more minor factions, which is always nice. We still have to get microwave pipes up in a bunch of places. But on the whole, I'm feeling really, really good about our position here. This Pardalis thing could be going a little faster. Alright, so we have all the mining improvements here. We are going to actually need to grab another world. I might just buy that. It's probably worth it to just buy stuff, right? Although, maybe I want to move somebody off onto this gas world, because hot gas worlds have really, really nice output. Yeah, it's an improvement, not enough to bring a turn off of this. So once we have that, then, like, predictive logistics becomes a lot better. This is weak, but it's better relatively here than it is in that other place where we're still building it. Yeah, let's rush some stuff here. Try to get some things done a little bit more quickly. You know what? This is probably not worth worrying about on Decky, given the low population. Not while we still have other stuff that we could build. And also, this actually gives more dust than that does. Alright, well there's our first economy notification on 88, which is a little slower than I would have liked, given how good the start was. I think it would be difficult to argue that I'm, like, playing optimally here, though, right? To be perfectly honest, I'm kind of taking it easy on this one, and I do apologize if that's frustrating at all for people, but it's been just a nice, relaxing game, and I'm enjoying that for the moment. This is a little bit of industry. May as well grab it since we're past a lot of the important stuff. This is all right for us. 2 of our planets have, well, 3. These 2 together almost have the population of 1 normal planet, so I guess we can call that 2. We do still need science, like it does matter. Oh man, this is going to be great here. Also, we need to hurry up and get that lava colonization tech. How many turns would it take to veer off and grab that? Yeah, alright. Let's do that. We really ought to have all these lava worlds. All right, all of our scout ships are still headed places. You're going to arrive next turn. Yeah, as long as we can keep Horatio from doing anything stupid, we should be okay here. There's a lot of stuff to explore in Horatio Town. We might actually just want to make ourselves another scout, huh? Yeah, I think we probably do. Let's do that on Scorpius. We'll throw a Caravel. Oh, you know what? I'll just buy it. Just get me this Caravel. Oops, I clicked again. Did not mean to do that. Can I get the... There we go. It took a little bit more doing than it usually does. And once again, that is a no on the drift buds. We did, however, find some sweet coral reefs, which I guess our people probably are, like, really into. And then some resource stuff. And this is a fine system. Deserted cities and coral reefs on the same lava planet. That's really, actually, very interesting. Yeah, it's a fine planet. It's where we're really more bound by our approval right now than anything else in terms of settling. There's some pirates right here. Should I send some people over to, like, deal with... Oh my god, it's going to take them forever to get there, though. These pirate fleets are bad, though. I wonder if I could just kill them? I guess there's 2 of them, so I'd want there to be 2 of me. Oh, and that population ship with the Cephaloros is just hanging out here. So we should ship a point of population, I guess? Maybe a couple points of these guys, because they're really not at their best here. Ship them off to... What's a place that could use a little bit of population? I mean, Primus, but Primus is also super far away. They would be in transit for a long time. That still might be right, though. Hey, you know what? Go to Deki. There's room on Deki. So that'll cause the Cephaloros to plant in there. We're probably not... We're rapidly approaching 30. I was going to say we're probably not going to actually be able to hit 50 on those guys, right? But you know what? Maybe. Maybe we are. I would be curious to see what their law is. This is not a game where I've been super focused on optimizing their population. I just wanted to make sure we hit 20, but it might be a good idea to try to hit 50. If not for the sake of this game, then for the sake of knowing what the associated law is for future games. Alright, so here on Alcyone, we need to grab this. Yeah, do this so that we can get population growth going again. Let's real quick just jump all over the place and make sure that we have all of the worlds that we need to have. So how many people do I want to move to Auriga? Probably everybody from Primus 3. And then also one more, like... Auriga's really good. It doesn't build stuff very quickly, but man, that's a lot of dust and science. In the early going, of course, I'm always primarily concerned with build speed. Doing things to improve build speed improves the rate at which you do all other things. It is an engine resource, and as such, I value it extremely highly. Perhaps too highly. I'd be willing to consider that argument. Alright, let's send some scout ships into Horatio's area. I think we can do that. I think we're friends enough for that. Right, you can go into... well, I guess it depends on whether he's closed his borders or not. The fact that we're truced isn't really what determines this. Once we have that colony up, it's probably a good idea for us to get AI labor here. Because man, oh man, do we have a lot of hot and sterile population slots. What is this? Okay. We lost some industry, which is pretty fine, I guess. We don't really need to generate our strategic resources that much faster. But the thing is, as it stands right now, this has no value to us, right? Until we actually get that third system development, the level 4 system development going, we don't really benefit from that. Okay, what were you doing? You were trying real hard to get to Lumerian Monopoly. Wow, that's a pretty good skill. Alright, I think we've hit our cap for trade companies, subsidiaries, and headquarters. Also, at this point, you know, maybe it would be advisable to go and get some of this stuff that we haven't built yet. It hasn't really been that important so far. We've been doing all right. Let's let all that happen. How are the trade companies coming along? They're coming. It's pretty expensive to buy more freighters at this point. Yeah, maybe we should just go for the modernization and go like Eden Blossom, Proto Orchid, Space Potatoes. Construction buyout reduction is fine, and it really is starting to look like we're not going to find any drift buds. And every moment that we don't have that extra Proto Orchid development on these systems does feel like a bit of a waste. 125, 60, and 125, so every 5 turns we'll produce enough resources for this. Yeah, the potatoes are the binding resource. And honestly, I bet there are super spuds available on the marketplace, because they're really early. Everybody finds a ton of them. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, let's start doing that. So Pegasus should definitely go to level 4. You know, we don't have any other place that's building something that isn't important. I guess the level 4 system development is probably more important than a trade value increase in any system that has any population at all. Where are we at on resources for this? So I have enough Eden incense to do, what, 4 more of these? Let's go buy some potatoes. Let's go buy, like, kind of a lot of potatoes, though. What can I afford here? Math. Help your brother out, math. Okay. Let's just buy a lot of potatoes and then start making some improvements. Want to do that. Probably Alcyone after that. Man, oh man. Do we have a lot of population on some of these systems. Go ahead and finish that colony. Do I have enough to start one more? No, I do not. Okay. That's fine. We can buy more potatoes next turn. You know, I should probably be sending population from Pegasus to Primus as well. Although I guess, as things stand now, I would expect them to just get killed by pirates. Come on. Well, I guess I don't really care about drift buds anymore, do I? At this point, we're just looking for stuff. Mostly we're looking for our own rewards. Okay, so we still don't have Arctic colonization tech, which is a shame, something I definitely want to deal with. Let's go ahead and slap our new hero down here. So yeah, plus 20 food to start with on the system, and then start picking this up. And we get to start at the bottom. We can definitely rush a lot of things here. I want to make sure that we get the population of Tor up quickly. We should also probably search these. You just know that the moment, now that I've committed, these are both going to be drift buds. You know what, let's just find all that stuff out right away, shall we? And then neither one of these is going to be super effective as a food source. As it stands, it would take 7 turns to develop cerebral reality. Honestly, though, we don't really have a source of industry that's going to be good for us here. Well, this is only going to be worth 10 industry, but 10 industry is actually quite significant relative to the population. Or relative to the system's current industry output. We found another Quadronix source in our search on the Vogyani world. At this point, if we do find a source of drift buds, I'm actually going to be kind of bummed out, so I'm glad things are going as they are. 50 dust? I didn't even get so lucky. Okay, they have in fact closed their borders to us. Well, we'll get through. I'm not worried. I guess I could send you to Decky to wait there. And how's our approval level now with the new colony? Looks like it's still pretty good in most places. Primus is kind of bummed out, but we're holding on. You need to arrange a formal meeting with this guy. Being able to go for peace with Red would certainly help us, and we know that they are somewhat inclined to do that. To give us the peace we seek. Let's see. Oh, right. That's the same force, so I actually can't go over there either. Well, we can move our scout ship in this direction, and then, you know, once the truce ends, we can get into their territory. I have 3 turns left on that, which is actually just about the perfect amount of time. You know, honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm, like, pretty okay with the potato thing, though. It's not a bad system development. Okay, so where else, speaking of system developments, we could buy ourselves some more potatoes. Actually, not that many, though, huh? I spent a lot of money rushing developments in our new colony. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get there. Where is the next place that needs our help? People all seem to be having a hard time putting together their searches themselves. Okay, we're not gaining dust output quite as quickly as I would like. No, wait, this was the right tab. Yeah, new trade freighters are expensive, for sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do to speed it up at this point. We are obviously working toward these system developments. When we finish this tech, that'll be a pretty big one, because it is both a significant resource output gain from our people. Actually, where's Duyel at in terms of approval? It is actually really happy. Okay, let's do this then. Not that we really need it. Here on Primus, you are helping us mine Adamantium and maybe eventually Orichalcix, but Adamantium. That said, we don't really need the Adamantium that badly. What else could we take at this tier? I think you're not even the right hero. This one, this notification. So yeah, we don't necessarily actually need the other point of this, although +5 approval per luxury deposit certainly has value. You grab arcane knowledge, and this is pretty much we're pretty much doing filler points here, right? We're just trying to get higher up in the tree. Alright, so let's see. What did we find? We found Dark Glitter and Amianthoid, which is not, I think, super good. It's another weird thing to be able to sell on the market, though. Okay, multiple sources of that.
Unsure if your eye.
Somebody needs to explain to the Unfallen that all this peace is good for business, which means that they can trust me to keep it. That is literally the only thing I care about. Okay, we are still making lots of strides in terms of actual resource outputs. We're still gaining dust in a lot of places. We do not have all of the food stuff. This is just 10% food, which I guess is still significant here, right? Because I assume it applies before consumption reduction, which means that it's actually like 15 food. Yeah, alright, grab that. This, I guess, is the real winner in terms of continuing to increase food output. Yeah, alright. Maybe we need to try to rush this. I'm sure we have plenty of stuff to sell on the market. We could just try to trade with the other players, see if we can maybe get a better deal on our resources, but also the other players are sometimes tough to deal with, reluctant to give us what we want, probably pretty much because we want it. Let's see, we're never going to be short Eden Blossoms, especially as long as I keep the number above the amount of potatoes we have. So, like, let's sell 300 of these. We're not going to be able to make up all the money we need, but we can make a lot of it. And sell that. And yeah, we'll just have to wait a turn or two before we can rush the rings. So I guess we can now sell these. Those are quite valuable. Okay. So 68, yeah, we're pretty close to that. And if we rush this, it's going to make this system so much more powerful at both growing and at building. Apparently we unlocked some new curiosities here, because I definitely had searched all that out before, hadn't I? I'm pretty sure. Why don't you also head for Decky? we'll just get into Horatio's territory, and he doesn't really have that many curiosities, does he? Yeah, you know what? Never mind. Turn around, try to come back to Juyin. No, at Juyin we get attacked. Come back to Izar, and then from there, Talitha? Talitha is technically inside of Horatio's borders right now. Whatever. We'll finish issuing that move order later. So yeah, I don't want to spend any money on potatoes right now. I want to try to get these rings done on Primus as quickly as possible.
Well, if it isn't our favorite empire, up to the...
And I know that we do still need to rush things on Pardalis, but for the moment, let's focus on Primus, because getting these rings done on Primus will increase our output enough that it's definitely faster to help Primus and then help Pardalis than it is to do it the other way around, right? Although Pardalis will become, like, meaningfully formidable and faster if we do it the other way. This is not super good here. I might just skip that. Let's go straight for careful sweeping. Part of the problem is that we can't really help Pardalis in a way that makes it self-sufficient or anything. We really just need to get some population over here. Where is a system nearby that we can afford to send population from? Aldebaran, maybe? Yeah, we're capped on Aldebaran. Let's send a couple units of Cephaloros. Give this system some room to grow Cephaloros, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna send 3. I want to leave 1 in this system, obviously, to take advantage of the bonus. But let's give both of the systems some room to grow Cephaloros, because if we can get to 50 by the end of the game, that would be really cool. And we are now, what, like 1 turn off on this? Yeah. Alright. We've been closer all the time to that Wealth of the Endless tech. Alright, back to Cold War.
Speak. Let us see if we can trust your words.
See, I definitely want to deal with her over Horatio. We have enough diplomatic pressure on her that we could make demands? Or we almost do. Not really sure how that, whether that would allow us to get peace or not, you know? You know what we have a lot of right now is influence. I'm just gonna force peace. We're in a really good place on influence.
Is there a problem? I see.
Alright, let's see if we can get a trade agreement going. I bet she will do this. It's just a matter of figuring out what it is that she wants. Well, apparently what she wants is a small amount of quadronics, and she wants it really badly. She's had enough time with that tech to be able to get her trade companies going, one hopes.
Like unexpectedly seeing our reflection.
Oh, what, he likes me again? I guess it's not necessarily the case that he ever disliked me, right? That war was not about him thinking I should die, it was about him thinking he could take me. Because he did not understand the stakes that we were playing for. Yeah, sure, I'll throw a... Clearly we don't need all 15 of this, but I'll throw in a little extra, just for you, my friend. Okay, and that has our approval problems solved for quite some time. Is Brassia where we want to do the next one of these? Probably not, right? Aldebaran is definitely earlier on the list. Okay, number's still going up. That's really what matters. Gotta make sure that that continues to be the case. I still don't actually have 4 Curiosity Expedition power. Oh yeah, and now that we're all buddies, let's get on this. So you head this way. Where's my other... Oh yeah, that's right. I sent him in the wrong direction. Just for a moment. Just very briefly. Well, it looks like Juyin might be clear. I guess let's plan to go to Juyin. We should still keep exploring, even though we don't actually need the drift buds anymore. And we should also... Let's see. Aldebaran is next. We should hit Hadar soon. Can we... Are we out on resources for that? Only short potatoes. I need 102. Not quite. Alright, we'll get there. I can sell off some other stuff. Oh, you know what we have is a lot of strategics. And these sell very well. It is a time of demand for strategics, in fact. Pretty much just a delivery system for Proto-Orchid. That's system development. But you know what? A delivery system for Proto-Orchid is actually really valuable. So now we definitely have enough approval to go and push out and grab another system. If that is a thing I want to do. And it probably is, right? So what is it? Is it Talitha, maybe? Kraz isn't bad. We could go for one of these minor faction systems. None of them are amazing, but like Zhu at least has a lot of planets. What's the population potential look like here? Medium Terran, medium snow, medium Arctic, medium ice. Versus like large ash, medium arid, huge toxic, medium tundra. This is maybe something we could work with. They both have sources of antimatter. Yeah, okay, let's see what it would take. Search the curiosity in the Primus system when you're ready to spend 100 dust, huh? I could do that. I could do that for you. Why don't we real quick put a caravel together. And we'll just handle that right there. What are we going to get out of this? Food converting into science. Actually, very good. That is really a thing I could use right now. Remarkably easy. And then, a bunch of stuff has appeared on Tylus since we last searched, so let's go figure it out. And hey, we also got some red sang from that. And a small amount of Hyperium, which, you know, it's not useless. That has a non-zero value. It's the best I could say about it, but it's not nothing. So magnetic field generators are pretty okay here. Like, there's a lot of stuff we can suddenly build. Let's get our approval up. I'm surprised at how much it dropped there, actually. And then here, this place might need a little bit of a push. How is it that you've existed since the beginning of the game? You have 5 population. We should probably open up Deneb 1 or 2 for the industry, right? Probably 1. Although, yeah, let's start by opening up Deneb 2 so that we can get the extra adamantium coming in. We'll do this and that. And just buy you a whole bunch of little things. Because you really need them. This is only 10 food right now. It's probably not worth worrying about. Probably not worth rushing. Not worth giving a lot of priority to. It does seem like they've built a lot of the basic approval tech, which I appreciate. Is that really the next thing I want to build? I'm looking at the rest of these and thinking that, like, even though this is not terribly good here, like I just said, I do think it is the next thing. Maybe we grab this other planet first. Because I actually would rather people be on Deneb 1. I just need to make sure that we have access to the adamantium deposit. You guys can... How much manpower is this full? It is. Okay. Well, we could probably just go take that pirate base, huh? Let's do that.
We come into your cosmos on a mission.
Okay, good. It turns out I need more
Some
friends.
things in this cosmos we have come to understand. You're not one of them. What do you want?
Trade agreement, maybe? We could just force peace because it looks like it's going to be kind of a pain to put together. Look, we're buddies! Sure, everybody in the universe loves being told that they are at peace with us. By the way, you are helping us.
What do you want?
You do love me. I don't care what you think about that. You're just going to have to trust me. You love me. How'd you feel about some quadronics? Everybody else in the galaxy is enjoying their quadronics. You don't want to miss out, do you? Order yours today. Do I not have any Orichalcics? Oh, you know what? I don't have the, right. I don't have the mining tech for Orichalcics, so no, of course I don't. Alright, well, let's do this, and then also some other stuff, maybe? A little bit of adamantium, maybe? Alright, you know what? We don't need that trade agreement that badly. We probably... I don't even know if it would work, right? Because they may not have trading companies. If they do, they might be on worlds we can't yet see. It's like somebody got here and cleared the curiosities out before we could. And in fact, it looks like the rest of the known galaxy is pretty scrubbed. Aha! I don't know, get over here, search these. Who knows what they could be? They could even be those drift buds we don't need anymore. Speaking of which... Alright. Couple turns worth of potatoes off of the next one. And I definitely don't have the dust to just go buy a ton of stuff right now. I do have the dust to rush 4 turns off of that. That's something. That's worth doing. So this isn't very good, this isn't very good. We just really don't have a lot of ways to provide industry here. But we can start working on that. Yeah, you know what? This is fine on Decky at this point. A reasonable number of people here. I guess this makes more sense to do before specializing worlds that are as unpopulated as these ones are. Only one of the worlds we're inhabiting is actually sterile. Still, this is 30 industry. This is almost as much industry, but it's also food to help us colonize. Yeah, let's prioritize microwave pipes first. Alright, so we have a lot of the first wave of level 4 system developments finished.
Horatio has an eternal task to beautify.
Is he gonna turn on me again? Is it that time already? Because I suppose it could be, right? It's been like 10 or 15 minutes since we were last betrayed. And you know how Horatio is. Cannot be trusted. Alright, this is 60 here. This is totally worth going for. This is actually quite good as well. We should probably switch these, right? Because this is going to end up being more than 60. It'll be 50 on Timos 1 alone by the time Timos 1 is full, which will be soon. And in fact, I think we can probably pull this person over to here. Let's focus on getting stuff built here. Yeah, it took a turn off. The predictive logistics. It's not nothing. So our dust per turn output still is not... It's not rising at the rate I would hope. Our trading companies are starting to get pretty big. Deep Space Holdings is not running routes over the wormhole, I'm assuming, is why these numbers are so low. The incidents are located around Chemos. Oh! So it won't even try to route around. Like, this trade company could be routing through Elyon and it would be fine. But because we know Kamos is here, they won't do that. Well, we already have a fleet en route to try to resolve the problem, so I guess it's just a matter of time. But we can maybe put our back into that a little bit. Yeah, we can afford one more ship inside the cap here. And also, that's right, we now have the ability to build the autonomous administration, which will allow us to remove systems that have been upgraded to level 4 from our system cap. How are we doing on approval? It turns out not to be a big deal. I could use this as an excuse to go and take even more systems, which I suppose has some value. The thing is, at this point, like, new systems that we pick up, I'm a little unsure of how valuable they'll actually turn out to be. This is going to take us long enough to build them up, right? But I guess we sure do have a lot of dust income. Like, maybe we should just grab Kraz, or maybe we should... You know what, we should probably try to get some of these guys on side now that we can... +5 science per anomaly on colonized planet. Yeah, that's maybe not bad, because we at least get some systems that have stuff in them already here, right? Extra hero recovery rate is not actually useful. This one seems fine, though. Let's see if we can get these guys. Generate more science. Done. Do we have any other... There's no other miners around here, right? The only other ones are way deep in enemy territory where I probably don't want a system, because I probably wouldn't be able to hold on to it. It'd get over-influenced. Although these sowers... These sowers are far enough away from everything else that we could probably take them and hold them. Yeah, look at how far away they are from the nearest influence. We could take this and get our own influence output established here in time. So we should try to get them coming along as well. And then we just buy them. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I don't want to do the quest. We can't buy them. We'd have to overthrow this amount of approval, and then we have no idea like what they're actually at. We just know it's higher than 130. We can do this quest. That's not a big deal. Okay, you are not actually on either of the good planets in your system, because of course you aren't. I still need Arctic colonization tech. May as well throw that at the front of the queue, because we know it's going to be less than a turn. Yeah, it didn't even add a turn to our endless research. Okay, let's get some stuff done here. We can probably just rush that. And that. Boy, this is an underdeveloped system. Okay, we're going to have to try to usher that along. Probably also going to want to send a point of Cephaloros population over there. We still only have one in this system, although we're going to have another one soon. So Deneb and Acellus could both use Cephaloros pop. We have some here. Want to take the ones who aren't on fertile worlds. Send you to Deneb. And somebody else to Acellus. Alright, just keep seeding the systems with them. Also, since I have now realized that we have Cephaloros population that are not on fertile worlds, we could fix that. Yeah, it doesn't matter where the Nasha are, right? Yeah, because I don't actually care about their bonuses. Okay, continuing to expand, maybe at a rate that's not safe? I don't know. We have some level 4 modernizations finished. We can just go ahead and do autonomous administration a couple more times. It shouldn't be a big deal. And where are we at on potato costs? Too much to rush out another level 4 optimization. So, I mean, we're growing. We're still going. We're not going to finish this game at a record pace. But things went well here, and also it's been kind of a nice calming, relaxing time, which frankly I have needed a little bit, so I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Yeah, now that we have a lot of the important stuff built, we can probably cut this to a desert, cut these both to desert. We're going to lose a lot of industry, but we're going to finish autonomous administration first, so by the time we have that done, it won't really matter that we're losing industry. We don't have another pirate world around. I don't really know, like, I don't know what we could do with these guys that would matter. Let's send them to Primus and have them stand guard, I guess? Alright, we're still heading into this area of the galaxy. We really have no idea what the Riftborn have going on. Not that it matters too much, with them being as extremely far away from us as they are. Just want to make sure we're not hanging out in their area too long. I know I'm pretty sure we have peace with them already. I think I would have negotiated that, but... Alright, is Decky holding approval-wise? How are we doing up here? I know that Decky's not a system that we're particularly happy to live on. Yeah, it's holding, but could be a little better. That said, Decky is actually an important resource system, because that's where we're getting our adamantium. So yeah, another point of mining, probably pretty reasonable here. Okay, Quadronix Adamantioid, Amianthoid. And then also a quest. I guess I know what these are. I'm not even sure why I'm looking at those. Okay, spend some titanium exploring quest curiosities. Sure, I'll do that. We did it! We got a free pirate ship! And nothing has ever made me happier, let me tell you. Huh. The surface of this planet is tranquil, but a quick scan reveals that the ground under the surface is teeming with robots, diligently working to transform the barren wastes into fertile land. You have no idea who created them. It strikes you, however, that these robots could be put to good use on some of your less agriculturally inclined systems. So, extra food on barren worlds. Okay. That's fine. It's not amazing, but it's fine. So we actually still have some pretty big improvements we can make here. Do I want to terraform this world? Terraforming it to Arctic would cost us a lot of... Yeah, you know what? This is totally worth doing. Let's get the microwave pipes done first, but let's do that. Alright, what systems should be level 4 that are not level 4? Brassia is a pretty valuable place, actually. Brassia and Decky, maybe? I think we can make Brassia happen. I think that's the important one. We're at 81 potatoes now. We need to acquire 44. You'll definitely finish the microwave pipes. So we're getting some of those done in important places, relatively important places, not the most important. We should probably not be doing capitalist frenzy here. We're actually not ready for that. Air labor is not great. But like this is of non-zero value. This is of non-zero value. Let's focus on big economic value more than anything else, though. At this point in the game, it's a little bit late to be making engine plays, you know? Okay, Perdalis still needs help. I think there's population en route. We need to do something here. I mean, 10 food's 10 food, right? I guess the food output here is now pretty good. We're going to have to do some stuff to get industry going here at all. Pardalis 4 is pretty compelling in that way. I guess Pardalis 1 gives us some industry, almost as much, while giving us way more food. Let's grab this, and then that'll make like predictive logistics a little bit more effective. Probably actually should not even worry about that for right now. Okay, more stuff to search. Oh, that's my shuttle. We should probably not send that directly at Horatio. He has a tendency to get a little bit skittish. Or maybe that's me. Maybe I'm the one who gets skittish on account of him pointing guns at me. Okay. Some stuff happened that I don't care about. Yeah, we'll go ahead and fight the pirate, because apparently pirate ships are garbage, always and forever. We really should not be winning fights against anything with our caravels at this point, especially since we have upgraded the caravels, but I think they still have their base gun. Yeah, this is still the basic high-eye slug, the lowest level bullet weapon. It's been a weird game, pirate-wise. They're, yeah, we found a trap. We also found potatoes. Potatoes are useful. It turns out I care about them now. You know, a small amount. Let's see. We're still holding ecstatic pretty much everywhere. We could afford to go for more colonies. What is the cost of the next one? 20k. Alright, well, we can definitely make that happen. How far are we from this? Okay. We're going to get through this wormhole next turn. Actually, let's stop here so that we can meet up with the Pegasus. And then we'll head through there next turn. Try to destroy that pirate base. And we might take Chemos so that we can put people down on Kairos. You know, we may as well boost Cephaloros as well, too. We actually have a ton of trees now. Am I bringing in trees myself, or is it just that I've gotten a lot from other people? Nope, I got, like, a deposit, and one deposit will produce a huge number with all of our upgrades, so... People are joining up, I assume, is what some of these are. Nope, I am close to achieving victory economy is just a notice that needed to appear this many times. Oh dear. Isolationist player disregarded trespass ultimatum. Oh... We have ships in her space, and she's mad about it. The cordial, or the sowers are coming along.
Maybe if you were more transparent.
They put us back to Cold War. Okay.
What is your objective?
I will accept. Actually, I don't really need to be in your space. That's fine. I'm not actually getting anything out of it. On Primus. You know what? On Primus, it's actually pretty hard to build stuff. Why don't we take a small amount of industry? Okay, and we're going to force peace again.
Some things in this cosmos we have come to understand.
Assuming
You're
she's
one
not
of them.
looking
What do you
pliable here?
want?
Yeah, screw that. I don't know how to explain this to you, but I can't not be at peace with you. It's very important that we consider each other sort of friends, kind of. It means a lot to me, for some very abstract and strange reasons.
What is your objective?
I do think that it's time we built on this peace, not so much with the countering and the alliances. Why does everybody want to kill everybody else? How do they ever get any business done, you know? Alright, let's go handle this. This is a weird thing that's happening here. This build-up of unknown Empire forces that are apparently not actually pirates. Because they got in a fight with a pirate fleet that did spawn there, didn't they? Okay, those are some valuable resources that we revealed here. This place has binary moons, and... Those are top-tier luxury resources, which means that they're valuable. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should actually take over that system. Okay, we need to take another world here. So we are nearing our population cap again. I think it probably makes sense to grab Primus 4. We're not having as much trouble building as we used to. So I don't think we need the industry here so badly. And obviously, there's more dust and some science to be had. So yeah, we'll pick that up and then... Yeah, basic science structures are probably a good idea. We do need to ramp up our science output to get the pilgrims to come over and join us. And actually, since we're looking to invite another system, maybe we're fine. I was going to say maybe we're too high on system count to be thinking about taking over somewhere else, but we're really close to having 2 autonomous administrations done, and then also we're still just really happy. So it's probably not a big deal. We have the dust to put down the new colony. I should probably do it. We're going to get this, then we're going to get 2 autonomous administrations. We can definitely afford at least 1 more colony. And Tylus, yeah, it doesn't look bad. It'll certainly build up quickly. No food to speak of, but we can fix that ourselves. And just send people over here. Alright, I think I like this one. 1452. Yeah. Perhaps inadvisable? I don't know. So food coming in from Pegasus. I like the idea, but that food's going to take forever to arrive, right? Yeah. Well, I think I'm still going to let it happen, though. We could pull food from Primus, but I actually want Primus to continue to develop. Pulling the food from Pegasus doesn't cost us anything. And you know what, actually, could we slip atemporal finance in, like, right here? Alright, and I think we're gonna, I know the video's crept over an hour already, but I think we're gonna play until after the election. Boy, Horatio sure is moving a lot of stuff around in my territory. Sorry, into my territory. Making me very nervous. Right, where are we at on this? Okay, we'll be able to buy this out for Pardalis pretty quickly. Actually, for the moment, we probably want you to stay over here. That's a population ship. Its cargo is 300 food. Wow, this is a food ship sent while Pardalis was still an outpost. That's how long it's taken for this stuff to get over here. Jeez. All right. So we did send some population to Pardalis at some point, right? These are all still food ships. Okay, yeah. We have people coming. Bodies are in the air. We are population capped here. I suppose we could send off a couple units of something just to make room. Try to, first of all, help Pardalis out, and secondly, get a little bit of growth potential for our Cephaloros here. Okay. Pardalis will have plenty of resource output in no time. Boy, where is this ship from and what was I planning to do with it? I don't know. Head to Camos. And you, I think, are honestly probably just getting disbanded. I don't know that I need a scout here at this point in the game. I did it to get that quest done, but now the quest is done. I guess, here, we'll go to Fagus and we'll send out a bunch of probes over here. It's possible that it's all just empty space, since nobody that we met had any of this mapped. But we will find out. Still not getting quite the acceleration I want. I mean, we're building a lot of buildings, we're paying a lot for upkeep, and I'm pretty sure that, like, if you gain 1,000 dust output per turn, while at the same time gaining 1,000 extra dust upkeep cost per turn, it does still count the 1,000 dust that you are making toward having made dust before it goes into the upkeep. So I believe it is all still counting toward our economy victory, which we are almost halfway to at this point. We've made a lot of progress very quickly. Please do not command me to drink things. Also, I would like it if when you speak to me, you do not refer to them as Lumeris cigars, because they're just cigars. Okay, does it really matter? Probably not. Let's just search stuff. I don't think the order matters. I think we're going to be the ones who uncover all this stuff no matter how we do it, because it seems like Horatio has no interest in exploring his own stuff. You know, it's a competence issue more than anything. Alright, yeah, I still don't know where these ships are from, but they're not preventing us from attacking the planet, so let's just do it. Blitz them, let them have it. Okay, so one more turn until we can rush stuff on Pardalis? Yeah. So these food ships that arrive after the fact, after a thing is already settled, do these actually contribute food to the planet? Like, is this effectively like a point of population being delivered because it's the amount of food that it takes to create a point of population? I'm not sure. Let's rush that, and then that's another 40 industry, so that'll help. Continue blitzing. Okay, mostly stuff I don't care about.
It is refreshing to see that we are not the only sentients in the galaxy.
I have the task to maintain the sovereignty of my kin?
Horatio has an eternal...
What is she mad about?
Doubt the purity of your motives. The protect.
Obviously no.
Your actions threaten the high.
Okay, everybody's at peace with me except for the Cravers who are losing the war they're in. That's a pretty good situation for us to be in, I think. So yeah, just a bunch of extra food and industry on his system. I kind of think that maybe we need to move him. Like, given how much he could contribute to the growth of a system, I think it's probably time to bounce him off of Pegasus. So, where would we put him? We need him to help grow something that has a lot of potential but has been recently taken. Honestly, like, Deneb's probably not a bad place to go. Population here is quite low. I think the overall potential of Acellus is a little bit worse. Yeah, let's bounce him over to here. Actually, hold on. He does want to go to hot systems, though, right? Yeah, okay. This is a good fit. And his bonuses are all flat and not percentage-based, so he'll do a lot better in a place like this. Oh yeah, I forgot the Black Tax Authority. Right, when we pick up new home systems, we get to do this again. It's not actually a huge amount of dust right at this moment. We'll put it in the queue anyway. All right, we'll check. We'll catch those pirates as they come in. Alright, increasing minor civilization population. This is actually something that we probably will have quite a hand in. And this is just, it has triggered too late for it to be of any interest to us, unfortunately. Alright, we have lots of good building going. We're showing 18k now, so that's good. That's impressive. And I feel like there was something else I was going to check. Oh yeah, I was going to check our Cephaloros population levels. So we've gotten to 30. And remember, this doesn't count ones that are in the air, so we currently have, I think, like 5 points of Cephaloros population in ships moving from place to place. So, so we're not that far off of 50. It is conceivable that we could see this law before the end of the game. And I would really like to do that. I guess I probably should have searched the ruins first. I should have looked at them all. Okay, we found another free crummy pirate ship. Cool. Go to Scorpius. The thing is, at this point, I think Deki could withstand an assault a little bit better than Scorpius could, due to the higher population. And also, Deki would be much better at building its own defense fleet. So we should probably guard Scorpius, since Horatio's moving so many ships through it. He's making me a little nervous. Alright, so this will be the election. I don't think there's any reason to suspect that it will... Oh, okay. I was going to say, I don't think there's any reason to suspect that it will change our government. But it looks like the scientists might make it into the government. It doesn't actually matter, I don't think. And this should give us access to our final pacifist law. Yep, the Fair Trade Bill. Pretty good. It's a pretty good bill. And we definitely have the influence to activate it. The problem is that we're actually pretty reliant on the other bills we have active right now. So, real quick here, I think we probably need to, after we finish Wealth of the Endless, and I do think we should finish Wealth of the Endless first, I think we should grab, like, a couple more techs in this tier. Okay, the white market, sure. So as to gain another law slot in our government so that we can afford to run all this stuff together. And then we probably ought to change up... Oh man, this is a lot of stuff. Actually, I'd be totally okay with a trade agreement. They got assimilated before we could take them. Some pirates are attacking us. To be expected. We knew that was happening.
It is refreshing to see that we are
I'm not sure exactly how much we're actually trading with them.
Dark of space has made war.
Yeah, I will... Sure, I will re-sign all of these agreements. I am happy with that. I think we can afford to take a 15 influence hit from each system, right? I mean, that was a lot of influence loss, but I think it was okay. Okay, the Cravers just got their first economic victory notice, which means that they are considerably behind us. Got autonomous one of the autonomous administrations completed, which is obviously a good thing. So, like, let's have a look at this. We are currently pulling 105 influence from peace. We do still need all that influence. I'm wondering if it would be worth it to sacrifice this for this. 10% all resources per empire at peace, which is to say all of your resource output increased by 60%. Whereas this is increasing dust output by 60% or 80% in some systems. Excuse me, but certainly not all of them. I guess let's try it and see what happens. So we will pass... I have to formally abolish this law first. So right now we are showing... it will not give me the exact number on my income, but in the neighborhood of 19k. This has got to be more, right? Yeah. It's just that I would love to run them both. I don't think we can afford to run to cancel Make Love Not War. And in fact, I suspect that canceling this would lose us a lot more than the 4k that we would gain from running that other law again. So it's just a matter of getting access to the other law slot. Does Pegasus have... Yeah, Pegasus does in fact have some important things we could be building. Oh, we could make the Trade Clearing Bureau here as well. How many turns are we talking about on that? Oh, not even very many. Yeah, I totally forgot that we got graviton-shielded laboratories when we picked up the Arctic colonization tech. Okay, do we want to go straight to autonomous administration? It wouldn't take us very long to build, but we should probably get graviton-shielded laboratories first, since we still do care about our dust output. This is a pretty bad building in this system, so yeah, this is fine. We are only happy here, so why don't we grab this? And then, like, we have a lot of basic science tech that I never bothered to pick up. You know, listen, the system has been building stuff. It's not like it's just been sitting here twiddling its thumbs. Rossi is, like, pretty good. This is a pretty good industry output. How is this world not even specialized yet? Okay. So, if Horatio's going to attack me soon, which seems likely-ish, how does that affect? I mean, he'll declare, and then we'll counter his declaration with a forced peace or something. You know, we'll get it handled. I don't actually think I care. He can rattle his saber all he wants. Okay, that's an alright part. At the cost of 2 Orichalcics, I would like to see a lot more than 5% evasion. Especially since that's a thing that you're only going to very rarely see. Alright, so let's specialize these planets here. We have enough people on this planet that it's probably worth putting it into evolved soils, I guess. 5 food, like, we don't really have a lot of ability to generate food here. Although, maybe we don't need to improve our food generation by too much more. Yeah, the real problem is that we don't have the ability to generate industry. Well, I mean, bodies on the planets. That's one way of generating industry. Let's see, you guys, what were you doing? Oh, you're the guy I was thinking about deleting. Hold on, let's send out some probes here. And then, yeah, I think at this point, let's just be rid of you. I don't need any more ships down here. And you are just waiting, and with that, I think we are done. So, 21k income. We are currently at just about half, a little bit over half of our goal. And as you can probably tell from the rate at which our dust output seems to be increasing, the rate at which our rate of gain on this is increasing, it shouldn't be too much longer now. So that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're still enjoying the series, even though this game is a little bit more laid back and a little bit less violent than some of you seem to like. Come back next time. We're going to keep making the numbers go up. It's an exciting prospect to me, at least. And we'll see you then.